Yo, a lot can be said about minimalism, and I really love minimalism because it has brought so much value into my life. It's about having less and doing more for what you have, and it has brought so many things into perspective. Like, those concepts can be applied financially. Through my experience, I'm going to tell you 3 ways on how I do it. Relative practicality. I know that's a big word, but relative practicality, just think about how things can be practical relative to you. So I look at this practicality in 2 different ways. In usability, which is how much practical use can you get out of this, as far as like what it can do for you. What is the most value you can get out of something that can work for you? If you spend money on a phone, how much use, how much value you're getting out of it. Usually that will determine how much you should spend on the phone. Some people might find value buying multiple homes. Other people might not have any want or need to have a summer house or a vacation home. Now let's go on things that are intrinsic, which is the second thing. Things that are intrinsic have value, but they should be relative to you. For example, if having an old Victorian style home, that may be valuable. Having a home that requires a lot of maintenance, is it practical for you? Is that relative to you? Is that something that you're willing to pay for and to constantly invest in? You got to think about it. If you make a purchase or spend money, you should want it to be intrinsic. Okay, using money to buy your top resource, which is time. Time is your best resource, mainly because time cannot be bought. We're only allotted a certain amount of time. It should be very important to you to save time. Always think about things. Is this worth my time? Could I just pay someone else to do it? Or is it worth my time to engage in this? Time is your greatest asset, and you should do everything you can to cultivate and save your time as much as possible. That goes into my last thing out of 3. A lot of people, when they look at things, they measure it in dollar signs, or they measure it in kronor, or they measure it in cedis, or some type of currency. They might measure it even in gold and silver. But what people fail to do is measure things in time. If you really want to know the value of something, measure it in time. This will really teach you the value of even small tasks. That's why as you start to really understand time, certain things are just not worth your time to indulge in. How do you do this? Take the money you made last year. If you're a salary worker, you probably know. If you just know off the top of your head how much money you made, break it down to hours. After you're done, that's how much your time is worth for that hour. Okay, so stay with me. So say if you have something, you have an iPhone, right? And it's worth $1,000. This brand new iPhone worth $1,000, and you think, wow, let me purchase it. First, think about how many hours it will take to buy that iPhone. So if you're making $12 an hour to buy $1,000 iPhone, don't look at it as, oh, I need to get $1,000 for this iPhone. No, think I have to work 83 hours to buy this new phone. Or think I have to work 3.5 days to buy this new iPhone. Look at your spending power as time and not money. And this will ultimately have you realize how much time you spend doing things that are just not worth it. This will allow you to be frugal, and then you are on your way to financial minimalism. Yo, it's the Gussy Entrepreneur. Like, share, stay vigilant.